Alright TM Nation, this is the WKing T9 Pro Bluetooth wireless speaker, which I've been testing out for right around a month. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know that traditionally I've really liked WKing's products. Everything that I've tried from this company has been super loud for the size, and they really do pack some impressive bass as well, especially being battery powered. This is one of the newer WKing releases, and it brings a lot of features to the table, such as a removable battery that will provide you with around 7 hours of use on a charge. It features 200 watts of peak power through two 6.5-inch woofers and two 2.5-inch tweeters. It has a bass adjustment knob that you can set to your liking, Bluetooth 5.3 connectivity, multiple party lighting modes, and more that I'll touch on later in this video. As far as the unboxing goes, the experience is straightforward. Inside you get your user manual, a charging brick, a 3.5mm cable if you want to use it in aux mode, and of course you'll get your speaker. Now as you can see, there was no microphone included in the one that I got, but I have seen that this speaker does come in different packages. Some include 1 or 2 microphones, so if you do plan on doing karaoke with this thing, you're probably going to want to go ahead and pay a little more for one of those packages that includes at least 1 mic, especially if you don't own a compatible one already. Now taking a closer look at the design of the speaker, on the front you have your LCD display that will show you the battery charging status. It'll show you your volume level, and as you make adjustments on the speaker, it will display that as well. On the top you have all of your playback controls easily accessible, along with some party features that you can use as well. And in the back you have the removable battery, the charging port, and you have different inputs for a microphone, aux, a TF card, and USB. I do like the party lights as I believe they bring a nice effect to the speaker. You do have 4 in total. You have these 2 smaller ones on the sides, and then you have 1 going around each woofer. And you do have several different lighting modes that you can choose from with the speaker, and I will put footage of those different modes throughout the video. But if you find them to be a distraction, you can turn the lights completely off. With the Bluetooth 5.3 connectivity, I haven't had any issues with any audio visual delay watching YouTube videos or Amazon Prime movies through any of those apps on my iOS or Android devices. And I do want to mention that you do have the option of pairing 2 of these together wirelessly if that's a feature that you're looking for. But as far as connection strength goes, I have been able to walk about 15 yards away from the speaker with my device before I started to get crackling through the speaker, and at about 20 yards is usually when it would disconnect from my device altogether, which is certainly not bad in comparison to other similar speakers that I've tried. One thing that I did notice that I want you guys to be aware of is that the mode button will only work if you have different items connected to the speaker. If you only have it connected to Bluetooth, it will not switch to USB, the TF card reader, or aux. I just wanted to mention this because a lot of other speakers will pretty much go to any mode that you press, whether or not you have something connected to that input or not. So I do think that it is a good feature that the speaker will only go to a mode that you can actively play media through. Now I did go ahead and take a latency test just so that you all have an idea of how well the audio and visuals sync up via YouTube while using this speaker. Let's take a look. Spec wise, like I said, these check just about every box that I look for in a solid pair of all around true wireless earbuds, but they definitely are not perfect. So in this video, I will go through the good and the not so good so that you guys can make a more informed buying decision if you're on the fence about picking a pair up. For pros though, it does support wireless charging, which is always a plus in my opinion, and it will give you about 3 extra charges on the earbuds once they go dead. And the earbuds will give you up to 10 hours worth of use on a charge without ANC. If you choose to toggle ANC on pretty much the whole time, that number will drop to about 8, which is still solid. As for the earbud, now another thing that you want to keep in mind with this speaker is that it doesn't carry a published water resistance rating, so it may not be the best choice for outside activities subject to rain or other elements. As you can see, the ports in the back are exposed and the speakers are not protected with any type of water resistant material that I can see, so I'd suggest limiting the use of this speaker to dry environments so that you don't damage it. Another thing that I want to mention about this speaker is that it doesn't have a built-in microphone like some other similar speakers, so you cannot take or make voice calls directly from it. Now for the sound quality with the T9 Pro, this thing is extremely loud for the size, but it does provide a warm and bright sound signature that I think will be great for all types of music. Like I said earlier, I've watched YouTube videos, movies, and listened to plenty of music through it, and no matter what I threw at it, it handled all of those areas really well. I will say that you do have to be careful with how you set the bass, because you can get some distortion if you max it out and you're listening to something that is really bass heavy. But for me personally, I've been able to leave it at about 3 or 4 and be satisfied. Overall, right now this is my favorite large Bluetooth speaker, as it is more than loud enough for my personal liking, but it also does provide nice balance across the frequencies as well. I did take some samples for you guys so that you can have a better idea of how this thing performs. Let's check them out. All in all, fam, at under 200 bucks right now on Amazon, I think this speaker is definitely worth a look if you're looking for something that you can put in your trunk and have enough power to fill up a small to medium-sized room with no issues. Again, I wouldn't say that it's the best speaker for all occasions, as it isn't water resistant, but the sound is great, the design is nice, and the battery life is good too. So if that's what you're looking for, WKing has definitely delivered with the T9 Pro. Before you get on out of here, if you rock with the channel and your boy Tecmo, hit that subscribe button and knock that notification bell out so you won't miss any of my uploads. Welcome to TM Nation. Peace.